Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe the Chocobo here, and welcome back to some more ARK Scorched Earth. And today, what we're doing is we're going to be going after some of those deep, not deep sea. I keep wanting to say deep sea desert, but it's not. There's no sea. It's not the Dead Sea. It's not. It's just not. There's no sea involved. But I keep on wanting to say it, and I can't shake it, and I don't know why. But today we're going to be going after some deep desert crates. I think I have everything all squared away and sorted out. So it should be a relatively straightforward operation, just kind of going over, finding it, and then kind of planting a flag there and whatever else. But that's all fine. Also, disregard that corpse of a raptor in here. We had a little bit of a home invasion issue, and, well, we sorted it out permanently. And involved one group being very, very dead. But here, let's go ahead. Squared away, thank you for the bit cheer. And I think that was the one that we already saw, so I'm not going to get too much into it. But of course, we always do appreciate the support from everyone. It is always very good. And then let's just drop that into there. And we do have a little bit of extra oil here, and what I'm going to do with that oil is I'm just going to drop it off into the thing and make some more jerky. Because jerky is good, man. Jerky is real good. Like, jerky's darn good. Ah, there it is. There's a subscription notification. We're getting all sorts of backed up now. Alright, so oil into there. And I guess what we'll do is, even though it's the armory, I'm going to leave the gasoline in here, just in case I ever need the gasoline to be restocked or whatever else. Anywho, alright, so my weight now is much more reasonable than it formerly was. Good. And we also have way more chitin than I'll realistically ever need in the immediate future. So I'm going to go ahead and just take all the chitin on you and just drop it all. Drop it like it is hot. Alright, and I think with that now done, we're in just about perfect shape here. Pretty sure we already have these things, but I'm just going to hold on to them. Alright, so let us embark on our merry quest. GPS at the ready. And we are real close to, of course, the obelisk here, the green obelisk, which means that what we're going to do is there are 5 located to the northeast. Along the western side, there's a whole cluster of them, but basically if you think of it as 4 quadrants, the northeast has 5, but the northwest has 3. The southwest has like 7 or something ridiculous like that, 6 maybe, and then the southeast has 3. Alright, now that said, the west is a little bit spooky because it's near the wyverns, but we also aren't going to encounter too much on the west side, or the east side rather. So we're going to go ahead and start with the east side first. I know that sounds kind of like counterintuitive, but we're going to start with the east side first, and then we're going to go clockwise all the way around. So we're going to go towards the one that is all the way up north, and that's going to be located at 11.262.4. Now, before we get into this too much, I am using Toothless because I want to be able to get through the different locations as quickly as possible. We also should have the benefit of not having to worry too much about the silliness that happened in deep sea crates where alpha mosasaurs and stuff could pop up. We could theoretically run into a alpha deathworm. Not terribly likely, so I'm not going to stress about it too terribly much. But we do have a quick way out of that situation, unlike where in the water it was kind of like, oh, you're going to get wrecked? Oh, well, you have to stick around here for way too long, so you're going to die no matter what now. So that was always kind of sketchy, but that's more or less been resolved. Alright, so I need to go a little bit this way. And 11.2, 62.4 is what we're looking for. So it looks like we're still a ways off in this direction. You can tell here, even though we do have some stamina issues, and I totally get that stamina is kind of a big deal with wyverns, Toothless is not really struggling that badly with regards to stamina when we're doing quick and easy trips like this. These really aren't too problematic. Alright, so let me go ahead and see here. So we're on the right. I have to go west. We have to go west a little bit. So 11.2, 62.4. And we also have the added benefit that we could easily build a structure here if I so desired. That is a worm, and it is coming for me, and I do not wish to mess with it right now. Alright, so this one's a goose egg. Normally, here, hold on. Let's take the skies for a moment, just so I can make sure I don't have to fight a death worm here on Toothless, because Toothless will get the wreck. An absolute wrecking show would occur. I would like to make a foundation. I'm going to need some wood real quick. So let's go get a tree real fast. Grab that wood, and then we'll be able to leave a foundation. And because it's on the ground, I should be able to drop the foundation. I don't think it blocks it in single player, so for those of you who are familiar with that whole thing, in multiplayer, sometimes what people will do is they will actually create a foundation, and that will straight up block spawns for the like loot box things or whatever you want to call them. And because of that, you had these great situations where you can basically tell, like, hey, I want this to spawn here, and you can limit it to 2 spawns, and then you'd be set. In the case of us, we can't do that, unfortunately, so that's kind of out of the question. But let me go ahead. Let's see. Overall, there is 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So around 18 is what we're looking at here. Let me just craft up 18 of these. Let me just confirm that number again while it's crafting. So 3, 8, 9, 10. Yep, it looks like it's about 18. Thank you all very much for the bit cheers. Diet Clorox and Eddie Games, 10 bits each. Hi Choco with the Dankabo Kappa, and love you Choco. Thank you fams, thank you fams. And also we had a 10-bit cheer from Pizza Raid, who said, Choco, hope you have a good life with Pete. And then a Lenny face. And KwehCraft cheered 130 and said, love you Choco. Man, how did all this sneak by me? Okay. I'm just out of it, fam. Alright, so let's go ahead, head backwards now. Let's go back to the Promised Land. And I am actually becoming too heavy, which is because of you. Oh, wood, oh mine. So let me go ahead and just jettison some of that. And this should restore our weight issue. And let me see. So I want to head just directly north, pretty much. 11.2, 62.4 is the magical number. So, like, literally right where I am right now. I do not see a worm, which is good. And I'm going to just drop a little foundation right there. Just so we can mark it, and that way I can easily tell, you know, like, not super easily. I'm going to have to still, like, remember where these things are. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Little wormikins over there still. Whenever I look for you nerds, I can't find you. Whenever I don't want to find you, you come out and you're like, hey, what up, fam? How you doing? What a bunch of jerks, honestly. Alright, so, anywho. Next one, we're actually going to go all the way to the other corner here. So 10.6, 81.5. So 10.6, 81.5. We're going to have to go north a little ways. And a fair ways east. Alright, 10.6, whoop, 81.5. I'm starting to realize that the border is not a square. I'm pretty sure it's like some kind of really weird shape that has more corners than I may be expecting. Alright, 11.2. Yeah, alright, so we're looking for 11.2, 81.5. So we're probably looking to go west a little bit. 81. So right about here. Alright, looks like the snakes are not going to bother me. Alright, so let's go ahead and mark that. And move onward. So first 2 absolute goose eggs, and that's okay. And honestly speaking, the loot that you can find, and this is actually a really important note for those of you who are like kind of curious about doing this yourself. If you are looking, and for the future, whenever we want to do these things, I'm going to do this probably once, and that's going to probably be all I do it for. And the reason is this. I'm also, by the way, looking for 21.9, so, and then 73.1. But you can get all the regular stuff that you can find in deep sea crates. Now, for those of you who don't remember deep sea crates all that well, deep sea crates had a whole lot of junk in there that was meant for water, or really quite specifically meant for the island or the center maps, not for Scorched Earth. So things like the gas mask, for example. I don't think it comes into play on Scorched Earth. So the loot isn't the greatest per se, in the sense of you can still get really good stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's not the best of stuff, if that makes any sense. So, kind of word to the wise, just be aware, if you are thinking about doing this yourself, that this is not exactly the greatest thing in the world. Alright, so next one is 21.8, 87.8. So I need to go east. We can see here, look at how just quick we're able to cover ground. It's incredible. Like, Toothless is actually really, really good for doing this particular task. This is hands down the fastest we've ever been able to cover points. Even whenever we had like really fast mounts that were, you know, just slithering through the water, we didn't really have this much speed to it, I don't think. Could be wrong about that, but I really don't think I am. Alright, so 21.8, 87.8. So right around here, roughly. Still a big old goose egg. Next one is 29.5, 82.5. So let's go make our way over down to there. Alright, so 29. Whoa, that's a border. 29.5, 82.5. So I guess let's do the 82.5 side first. So let's head west a little ways. Let's turn this bad boy around. And 29.5, so we've actually gone too far south. Alright, 29.5, 82.5. So I just have to go straight north. 29.5. Where, oh where, pray tell, are you, my friends? Looks like we're just on a crash course here. Alright, so it should be around here somewhere. So let me go ahead. Let's flop that down right there. Alright, good stuff. Alright, so all in all, big goose egg. So we finished, that was all 5 that we had for the northeast. Now we have 3 in the southeast that can exist. They start off with 76.8 because we're going clockwise again. We kind of didn't do that necessarily clockwise, but you know, we're going through the quadrants, we're going clockwise. But this one, the next one should be 76.8, 87.2. So let me actually kind of like get my bearings a little bit better here, so we're kind of heading towards that direction anyhow. Alright, that should be about a pretty good course. Alright, so 5 goose eggs. We have 13 remaining, which you can actually, if you want to just keep track of that, you can just look at how many foundations we have left, because that should be the exact number that we need, or all of the locations that are known of, at least for us. There has in the past been a couple of these that are just kind of goofy, in the sense of they were outside of where you can actually get to. That's been something that has happened in the past, but I don't know. I think we'll be alright. Alright, so 87.2. I'm not interested in this weird little skirmish that's going down here. And 70, so somewhere around where those guys are fighting right there. It's also great because Toothless doesn't pull aggro from a lot of things. The only thing that Toothless really pulls aggro from are deathworms. So really, really, really glad that that's not the case here, because that would be really annoying. Alright, let's see. 85.8, 85.8, 78.5. So 85.8 and 78.5. 78.5, 85.8, alright. And 78.5. Where are you? 78.5. Now, the only thing I will say is a potential problem that will come about from us using Toothless rather than something else is that Toothless does not actually have a huge health pool. So if something does decide to attack us, if we have an alpha deathworm especially, it could be a problem. It could be a little bit of a doozy. It's possible. But I don't think that we'll run into that really too much, if at all. That's an Arthur Plura just slithers on by. Alright, 85.8, 78.5. So I just need to go 78.5. So it should be around here somewhere. Let's put that foundation down. So another goose egg. Alright, one last one for this quadrant. Around 90-70. Around 90-70, somewhere around that part. So let's go ahead and just go straight south. I believe. Okay. Then we just want to go to 70. Gosh, I do really, again, I really appreciate the fact that we can go this quick through these things, because doing this on, like, imagine doing this on beta. Oh my lord, we would be here for days. Absolute epics would pass before we ended up being able to do anything. Alright, so it's around here somewhere. It's around here, kind of. So let me just go ahead, we'll just plop it on. I know for a fact. Okay, there we go. That'll have to do. All right, so another goose egg. We've now terminated. Well, not terminated. We've eliminated. We've eliminated 8 of the choices for down here. Next one going along the line. There's only like one kind of center south, which is 87.8, 37.9. So we have to, of course, make up the west orientation first. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I think we'll actually be just about where we would want to be. 37.9. Alright, so it should be coming up. Okay. Kind of overshot it a little bit, but that's okay. 87.8. 37.9. 87.8, 37.9. 0.9, so a little bit due east actually. So it should be over here somewhere. Another goose egg. Dang, we are getting real unlucky. Okay, so this is the big cluster here. There's another 5, actually more like 6. There's one that's kind of like center west, but another 6 or so, let's say, that are in this direction. We're going to start off with a one that's kind of located a little bit closer to the mountainside, 80.5, 21.2. And the reason why we're going to do that is because the rest of them are kind of closer towards the world border of the west, so that's why we're going to divvy it up this way. Alright, 21.2 ought to be on this way. Alright, let's just kind of quickly chew up that distance real quick here. Alright. Okay, so there's our 21.2. Now I just have to get 80.5. 80.5. Coming down on it pretty well. Okay, so 80.5 we've passed. It's just a matter of 21.2. Okay, so something that's a little bit north now, northwest a little bit. 80.5, 21.2. Okay, and then like just a tad east. Okay, whatever. It should be around here though. I'll drop that over here. So there should be one over here, but alas. Alright, 8 more to go. Which one will it be, though, is a real question at this rate. And I'm hoping that these are... Oh, gosh. Imagine if these are all wrong numbers. Oh, that'd be rip. Anyways, 89.5, 13.5. Ooh, and that's the world border. Okay. I did say it was going to be real close to that world border, though. Alright, 89.5, and then we're looking for 13.5. So we have a good ways to go this way, actually. So let me just go ahead and just zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay. So there's our 30 or 13.5. I just need to go north a little ways now. 89.5. So it should be around here somewhere. Man, we are really getting down the wire. All right, 83.1, 10.3. 83.1, 10.3. Okay, so we are more than we are more than we are more than good enough on the other orientation here. Alright, so 83.1. We basically just go straight north of here. Whoop, alright. That's good. And then I did kind of botch up, just kind of going north, which is kind of hard to do on Toothless here. Alright, 10.3. Should be a little bit south of us, so I'm going to go ahead and drop there. Another goose egg. Alright, so we only have 6 more slots remaining. These things are relatively small as well. I really don't think I would have missed them, because they are small, but they aren't like that small that I don't think I would miss it if I'm looking for it in the right area. So unless these are like approximate markers, which I really hope they aren't, we should be able to spot them still relatively easily. Alright, and then 12.7 here, so we're looking for 73.5, 12.7. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's just land it here a little bit early. There is a wyvern here, but I don't think the wyvern is going to mess with us for no reason. And then 73.5, so somewhere down that way. 73.5. So it should have been around here somewhere. Another goose egg. I'm getting a little bit concerned that something is wrong, because I feel like we are either super unlucky or something is wrong and they're not spawning in correctly. And I am really hoping against hope that, well, I don't know. I don't know how likely it is that we got something that botches up the spawns, but I'm getting that feeling. I'm getting that vibe, you know. 68.8, 10.3. Let's go south. Let's just walk in, honestly. Toothless is fast enough on the ground. 68.8. So it should be dead ahead of us right here. Another goose egg. Ugh. Oh, I thought that tail was something that was coming out to eat me. I was like, what? Alright, 55.9, 10.1. We are now in the center west one. We only have 4 more locations that could be potentially good for us. So we're really pushing our luck kind of here. I mean, not that I guess we could really do anything about it, but it's kind of, whoa. Ah, yes, I remember now. We left a whole bunch of wyverns everywhere. I don't think they'll bother me if I don't really bother them, so I'm just going to go ahead and just really hope that I don't somehow screw this up and really annoy one of them. Alright, 55.9, 10.1. Actually, I need to go west. Ah, there is one! One Wundervar. Wundervar. Okay, I thought for a moment I was about to be dead. Okay, so our very first deeps... I gotta stop saying that. Alright, our very first desert crate. Okay, I'm gonna hop off here for a hot second. Please don't come to kill me. And a Mastercraft sickle. Oh boy, guys. Gosh golly, we got ourselves a Mastercraft item. And it's a sickle. Oh, I'm just, oh, the riveting stuff. Dadgum, you game. I mean, on one hand, can I really be that mad? No, it's... It's a Mastercraft on an item that's used to harvest, and it's really not the worst thing that we could have rolled, but of all the things to roll a Mastercraft for the first time, why a sickle? Of all the things, why a sickle? Why did it have to be a sickle? I'm asking you, man. I'm asking you. Alright, 9.9. But you guys saw, it was relatively small. It was not like a really large thing. It wasn't like a super obvious one, that's the part that weirds me out about this, is that they are kind of easy-ish to miss unless you're looking for them, which I guess is kind of like, you know, the whole objective and the point. 100-bit cheer from Whiskey saying it's not, at least it's not a compass, nor was it a medium crop plot. Although I think I would have been more amazed had we found a Mastercraft crop plot, because that sounds like something that would be really useful, actually. You could get like higher tier crop plots that they just like are more efficient in creating crops or something. That'd be dope, actually. Holy cow. ARK devs, hire me, bros. I come up with the most amazing, excellent of ideas. Alright, so 22.1, 10.4 is what we're aiming for. So we are a fair deal east of where we need to be. So I need to correct that. Alright, so about here. Okay, another goose egg. It's gotta be, unless we missed it, it's gotta be at 12.513. It's gotta be. So, cross your fingers. If not, we fleep something up somehow. Something somewhere goofed. And I'm really hoping that it did not. Because I'm not entirely sure what we could do to fix this. Alright, 12.5 and 13. Now, I guess it could also potentially be possible that they just don't spawn in? Oh, nope, nope, it's there. Oh, bless up. I was about to say, maybe it was possible that on single player, it, like, you know, kind of restarts the world every time. So maybe that's one of the things that would impede us, but that worked okay. Alright, cool. So let me go ahead, pick this up. I am heat stroking like a madman. And Ascendant Platform Blueprints! Oh no, game, that's not cool, man. We can't get the, oh. We can't, I don't think we can take items between worlds. But the, oh my god, there's no Mosasaurs in this map. We found our first Ascendant item ever. Our first Ascendant quality ever. And it was a Mosasaur. If we can transfer it, I guess we could make it. Maybe it's possible. Oh my god. Look at what it requires. 28,555 hide. 35,000. Can we just have a moment to appreciate 35,000. 693 metal ingots. That's madness. That's absolute madness. And of course, like Ascendant saddles, you know, they're not really the greatest things to find because they're saddles. Saddles aren't really that great. But mate, an Ascendant one, it's still dope. But you know, I guess it's neither here nor there, in truth, because we can't use the darn thing, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Ah, the shame. All right, well, anyways, guys. Oh my gracious me. So, anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of ARK. We have done our first tour around. I guess, you know, yippee! Like, look at this. What a primitive metal sickle. No, you know what? I'm just gonna throw you away. Because you know what we got now? We got this. We got this sickle that has over double the damage of a regular sickle, and over double, like 2.5 times the amount of durability. So I mean, we good, fam. We made it. All right, we made it. At this point, you just like made it. We've made it in ARK, because everyone wants a Mastercraft sickle. Like, let's be honest. Everything else irrelevant. It's just about the sickles, boys. But, oh my goodness, face palming right into oblivion. Oh, my gracious me. Alright, yes, you are creepy, Lightning. I do agree. Alright, so anyways, that is going to be it for us. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, rating down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And before we actually end the episode today, I'm going to do one last thing, which is I'm going to light a kangaroo on fire in the hopes I can get the meat from it. Because I have not fed my critters for quite some time. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Going right by my lovely little Anakin, eh? That fire should do a fair bit of damage. Alright, and there goes a Procoptodon. And now I have a ludicrous amount of pelts. What? Bug repellent forever! Because that's basically the only point of having pelts in this game. Is just you have so much repellent now. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. Also, apparently we can transfer items. I thought you couldn't, but you know, perhaps I'm wrong in that. It would not be the first time I've been wrong about this kind of stuff. You know what? I'm gonna actually take those pelts out of there. It's about time. Let's make this pelts, silk, and hide. Because I'm not ever going to really go looking for pelts. I don't think, actually, at this point, we're even going to be looking for silk. I think the only thing we would look for is hide, and I don't know. I don't really store hide because I'm kind of a savage. But yeah, I don't really think there's any good point in that. And I think all you... Oh! How are you two not... Okay. I don't quite understand how you all aren't being fed. You have plenty of meat on you. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop off some of that raw meat. Ooh, you were hungry! You're getting kind of peckish there. Dude, let's hear. Let me get you some more meat. Whoop. Alright, and I think we're in good shape. Alright, so anyways, that is all. Take care, everybody, and ciao for now. Beep boop.